Hi, everybody. Oh, we're starting early with a fart sound. So, I don't know what this game is, but I did see that it was, recently released, and I wanted to look at it. The aesthetic alone got me curious. And then some research later, I discovered that it is a roguelike co-op game? I thought this was something you're going to get. It looked neat. Oh. Yeah, it seems like my aesthetic, doesn't it? Did some minor tweaks. The game insisted on running at Epic, so we're going to see... Oh, I'm noticing some frame dips. I might, Let's just drop it to high. Because I'm seeing it stutter. Maybe... Okay. Video... What if I did full screen? No, this still looks... Like, this is smooth on my end, but on stream, this is slow. I'm wondering if that's frame rate or what. I can do VSync. Would that fix things? I don't know. We'll see how it looks in-game. Game. Hi, cat. I want it 2-bit money. Yeah, I got an advance check from the government, which is nice. I mean, that makes it sound like... I don't know. I got... I basically got a tax return, and I bought Watch Dogs Legion, and I bought this. I thought about streaming Legion, but this is newer and looks interesting. And I really... Game is fun but buggy. I mean, it just came out. It's early access. I'm not expecting the game to run absolutely smoothly. I imagine it runs pretty well on PS5, which is the other platform that this is currently on. Super City, the futuristic metropolitan home of everything. A bustling hub of culture, commerce, and class warfare. Sitting pretty at the top of the food chain is your classic evil mega corporation, Fun Co., aka The Man. Bunch of soulless leeches draining the arcade industry dry. Still, there are those who resist. Enter the gangs of Super City, who come from near and far. To Gilly's Arcade, the last bastion of true gaming in a sea of corporate bloodsuckers and sellouts. There is some irony to the fact that this game talking about corporate sellouts is on PlayStation and Epic Games. But, you know, the independent spirit of this gaming oasis can't fend off Fun Co. forever. Luckily, Gilly has a plan.
Nah, fina up.
Or at least I hope I do.
Get the idea. Kusotir near ko chrono arit vosie.
I was not expecting voices.
Anjan rinahat mulain. Utanabi octona convo scalatron, eh?
What is this? What is this Simlish?
Zakopod, eh?
Oh, I love that.
Mutu IQ Arcadegeddon.
Arcadegeddon, that is the pronunciation. Okay.
Plasa braxum nak, fine upnak.
That's a sign of a game waiting to be played.
Fun. Chuga Anjan Soma. Chue Fontoni me, ho?
I mean, Fun does sound like an evil company. It also makes me think of the Kazoo Kid.
Kempe, Akko, Get a far. Act motor chrono temper, yeah? Santana Corn.
It's a virus. Oh, I got a computer virus.
Mon is Sonback.
Fun, go pop. I just booted it up.
Pony me, oh. Fun. Chuga Anjin Soma.
Fun.
Bouquet Yacht. Yeah, Nana Zakaban.
I mean, the line was busy.
Ooh, all back fin all Chamat.
Prepare to send this message.
Motor chrono temper, yeah? Santana Corn. Do, Beck, yeah.
I love this glove. Okay. Hair. Only 2 hair options. I can't see the hair because it's a little off screen. I can't seem to adjust the camera. The 2 heads. I kind of like that. I like the shade of blue. I also can't scroll down to the outfit. No, yeah, I like the coat. And I don't have any accessories right now. Let's just continue. This looks like a Steven Universe gem soda maker. You don't have to be that mean. Ooh. Let me just go ahead and turn that up. Okay, that's too fast, actually. 3. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay, I need you guys to tell me right now, is this laggy on your end? Or is it just me? Is it like having trouble running my preview window? It doesn't look smooth. Okay. What do I need to close to make this run smooth? What's running that doesn't need to be running right now? Where did my task manager window go? Okay. It's using 48% of my memory. Well... Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, no, I want the resolution scale at 100%. Shadows to low. Sure. Video. Try everything low first? Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Okay. I can't have it looking like this. Let's see medium. It's laggy at medium. Guess we're running it at low. Alright. Whatever. We gotta run it at low. I cannot wait to get a new graphics card when they release eventually. I mean, at least it's a stylized game, so it doesn't look like completely wrong or out of place or anything like that. Ooh, I love this car. Can I crouch? I don't seem to have a crouch button. A crouch. A crunch button. The graphics are so low, the doors have been turned off. I will say, I love the music. It's possible one of the settings being bad, like effects or shadows. I'll mess with it later. Because I might stream this again tomorrow. But, like, for now, let's just run it at low. And we'll tweak it eventually. Well, actually, let me see something. Can I at least? Because anti-aliasing's at medium. What about textures? Okay, yeah. So textures can be turned up. Is it anti-aliasing? Nope. Maybe it's resolution scale. Maybe that's what was fucking with me. Let's see. Okay, it might be view distance. That's my current theory. I'm trying to turn it down. There we go. Oh, it might be post-processing? I don't get it. Okay, whatever. Both of those are low now. Somehow, effects and foliage are the things that are holding me back the most. Like,
Hey.
Sure, man. What's up, Gilly? You're hot, actually.
Whoa, whoa. Roy Droba.
Plugworth. Hey, Uncle Gilly. Actually, it's just Plug now.
I'd Mac dot seep of a junkman chip. Dimes a chuff. Man's it legged. Dodge some. Simno sama. Mon is Sunday.
The sitch, that's short for situation. The other night, I finally finished work on my latest game. But I thought you were retiring.
Chalpe Tando Repower.
Game developers don't retire! The arcade takes priority.
Chew it and wreck it.
You can imagine the disappointment on Mrs. Gilly's face now when she heard I was back in the thick of it. Wait, you're married?
Tempe, Arco.
Heck no. Know anyone looking for 357 pounds of tattooed arcade genius? Hi. Remind me why you called?
Jay Sharashay Lek Tahas. Bizarre, the smiley cookie.
Cookie.
Originasi.
FunFunCo's uploaded virus into the code. Not only are they corrupting Arcadegeddon, but FFC is taking over the leaderboard. I think I can debug and isolate that. I need to buy me some time. The more people we get playing the game, the harder it will be for the virus to spread. Should be easy. Place full of gamers.
Katsusine. Mano in Sintro, brada. Didru Chope, Caden Super City. Chando Piazza.
Arcades rule supreme, and the gangs don't take too kindly to us designers.
Oh, Wamplil Monokaru, eh? Yacht Centro. Tima now.
Punk getting vaporized when I digitize them? Wait, what?
Sasha and Fina, huh? Jalfreezen, huh?
70% certain you'll be fun. 70.
Caranal, too.
Yeah, I need the tutorial.
Wapakambo, Bradas Fine up.
I need to know what I'm doing. love this aesthetic. I love this aesthetic so much. Look at... Oh my god. This game was built for me. Okay, I need to rebind that immediately. I can rebind controls, yes? Apparently not. Worry about it later. So sprint and roll. Roll being on control is, God, the music slaps. Alright, double jump. Slide. That's so chunky feeling. That's some really good sound design. Like, oh, it's good gun. That's some good gun noise. What's that reload? Oh, the clicks and chunks. Okay, good. Okay, C is also... I was going to rebind crouch to C anyway, but it looks like it's just that by default. Gain enough energy for Surge Gauntlet. You can use that to tackle groups of enemies. Loud, but effective. Crate! Okay, I'm actually going to go into audio... Lower it a smidgen. Just some minor adjustments. Okay. Eagle Eye, accuracy. Okay. Just a perk. And this is Particle Smasher. Oh, cool. So you can see all your perks. Okay. All right. Ooh, sorry about that. I'm gonna need this soundtrack. I'm gonna need to know if it's on Spotify. Okay, you got some decent momentum with the slide jump. So it's no Warframe, but like that's movement. Alright, up.
Don't you so, man?
Great job in there. You're tough, like your uncle. Recruitment. Take a look around the arcade. You'll find several of Super C's elite gaming gangs.
Ace, Peter McAnew, let Junker say, Mutu IQ Arcadegeddon.
She leads the Entates. She's been a friend of this arcade, so you can get on board with her cause.
Mutu Desag Dal Intinica. Okay, Washo and Bolty Braiders, kiddo. Chrono Tempe. Dog. Chiva Tobacco and Rapad Masamon Jam C. Gara now, too. Aye, Tet Makai. Tenpemad Rasima.
That's cute. Nice to meet you, Tom Bout. I wish I could say I've heard a little about you, but Gilly neglected to mention having a robot assistant.
Robo Bees next extra Dave. Octo Games and Mono. Totally potent Macabine Fatoda. Oh, Jay's Pass and Artabe na Nabin Tech. Solheda. Tenpemad Rasima bin Vida.
So these are just boxes of pizza. I kind of suspected. Oh, he has a pizza oven. I mean, okay, it's an arcade. There's also a little bar here. It's got the grating for drying, like the drying rack. Some glasses. Hell yeah! The arcade carpet. Mandatory. Air hockey? Fuck yeah. A machine of some kind. If I had to guess, it's like a Zoltar, but it's a demon. I love this. I'd get that on a shirt. The fucking coffin controller, that's dope as hell. God, this is like Splatoon, and I mean that in like a complimentary way. Splatoon complimentary. This is like a 4-player arcade thing. That's apparently out of order. Tragically, no DDR. Gilly, you're slipping. Oh shit. Okay, so these are the vending machines with like where you can buy clothes, arm accessories, weapon skins. Oh, the mural. It's so cool. And the big view. Waterside with a balcony. God, this place is so cool. Why is it dark? Why is it dark, though?
Pasifa.
What was that? Why was it dark? What's up, little sport? You lost? Am I little? No, you can call me Plug. I'm looking for Label, the leader of the NT8s. Well, you found her. Not sure how my killer outfit didn't tip you off.
And bouquet brought us to Chugamono.
What'd you want with my gang, especially considering I've never seen you around Gillies before? You come here much? Yeah, kinda. I mean, I guess I work here now. You're looking for the NT8s. The most styling crew around is where you'll find us. If we weren't chilling at Juicy's house. His mom's cookies are always blazed. And I ain't just talking about them coming out of the oven.
Extra. Zakopane.
Mostly cupcakes, the odd flan.
Rending
Moms are the real.
bouquet rod.
Because you're low on steez, kid. God, it's high school all over again.
No.
Style isn't everything. Besides, there's worse stuff going on. Case in point, FCC's virus.
Nah, fina.
The most boring suits around.
Sure.
Same black suit, same black tie. They wouldn't know a good look if it kicked him in the butt.
Caranal Altu. Sinto drat for game bouquet's boy. Den Clanafam.
His weak cheeks to his bleak sneaks. Fuck, that's good.
Sama.
Head to toe. Listen, your credibility is plummeting, kid. See yourself out. If I fail, my uncle might lose this arcade.
Gilly Yamson?
Hold up, Gilly's your uncle? It's a bit of a game changer. NT8 has nothing but respect for the old man. He makes solid games and looks good doing it. How's that little robot sneaks me free credits sometimes? If.
Arcadegeddon Tarot Sabotunk Power. Anjin Arena Mula Inn.
Okay, so I'm just supposed to look for something cool. Play stage 1. Cool. Yeah, no, this is
Wampa
straightforward.
combo. Okay. Washa in bowl te bredas kiddo. So chewe sequestish. Chope tandori power makalas. Sama sagen is braxish. Wamplo monokoru, eh?
Fashion sim.
Syntho,
See, no, when she said, like, you could go get some clothes and try stuff on, like, I thought she was gonna sell clothes. What? The fuck? I'm hearing a voice. That was weird.
Boy.
Tanuki. All right, now we're gonna go into a proper level. Bat. Oh, good start. Way to make a good first impression. Oh, I just want to melee the fuck out of everything. Okay, so I'm being timed. I'm gonna get you. Okay, no, let's actually get a gun. Sniper rifle and SMG looking thing. Is this a Nerf gun? What is this? Okay, this is a fire gun. That's amazing. Oh, Star Wars! Oh. Oh, man. Oh, I don't want to give up the light gun, though. Oh, look at the giant... Oh, the giant USB cable, the giant Ethernet jack. Server racks, some DVI ports with some LEDs. Loving this. This is... When I said, like, Splatoon complimentary, like, a lot of Splatoon levels have that similar kind of, like, floating in ether level design with, like, just random objects. Oh, the sad face! Oh, no! Alright. I'm loving this so far. Arg! Ow! I love it! It's like just ows and robot sounds. It's so good. Oh, I'm taking forever, but I'm just absorbing everything. Alright, I want to see what this gun is. Please tell me this is a shotgun. Yup. Yup. Okay. Neuron activation. Ooh, crate. Open. Attacker. Attacker you. Ooh. Saw blades. Saw blades. Yeah. Yeah. Assault rifle damage. Ex Machina. Okay, well, I want my light gun back. I'll take a shotgun, sure. Danganronpa blood. Yeah, I think this game is teen. Oh. All right, I gotta close the breach. I'm paying attention. I'm not just like freaking out over every kill. Oh, it's like a lightning. It's got chain lightning. So cool. Ooh, I want to go over there. Jump scare. Okay. You know. It sure is a sniper rifle. There's nothing absolutely flashy about it. Oh, another crate. Magma gun. Shocker. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just take that. Altered discount. Pay to live. Alright. Moving on. Press button to continue. Surge swap. Oh, these are my gauntlets. Okay. I guess as I level up, I can get different surge abilities. That's so cool. Some medic, tiny tornado. Some neat stuff in there. Alright, I have 800 gold. Melter, magma cannon, outlaw. Let's buy the outlaw. Okay, that's chunky. Status effect speed. Okay, that would have been a good one. Oh, that's still broken. But here's the altar. Increased difficulty. I guess as I increase difficulty, that improves stuff later. But like, let's just keep moving forward. Okay, this is feeling good. When I get hits. I wouldn't mind getting an assault rifle of some kind, though. Whew. Whew. Alright, initiate the code and deal with the horde. I guess I gotta get to the top of that tower. I should keep an eye out for loot. That's glass. Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah! Sometimes when I do that sometimes when I do that impression, it breaks into a Mickey Mouse, which is... MLG Mickey Mouse is a character take that Disney is too bold, or too scared to do. I'm the genius here. Overclocker. You know what? I like it more. Oh, I can replace my melee weapon. Okay, this is like an automatic pistol. But it has tracking. Okay, so when the first shot hits, the rest track. So if I do that... Oh, I have to aim down sights for it. Okay. Yeah! I like that. That's a cool mechanic. Alright. I'm spending too much time running around. Mirrors. Is there anything else in here? Oh, right. That leads me up. Initiating horde. Survive. Boop. Very cool. I didn't check this building. Okay, this one doesn't have loot. Easy. Okay. It needs... Hold up, hold up. Yes, I'll give the game permission to access my... There we go. Oh, edgy boy. It's me. Howdy do. Hey, Gabe. Oh, get up the stairs. All right.
What? Hey, FFC Robodrome.
I must say you're looking mighty fly. Am I? Could just be that sense of accomplishment you got flashed across your face. Could also be the kicks. Either way, I'm impressed. So impressed that you'll help us defend our Arcadegeddon from the FFC. I do have a style and sweet fresh baked cookie with your name on it. This cookie says Derek. And it's oatmeal raisin. Let's take it as a sign of our appreciation. What I really need is your help. I like her, yeah.
Ace, Peter Makanu.
If you rush an alliance, you're bound to get burnt. I appreciate you letting me down with a cookie baking metaphor, at least. Surge Gauntlet ability. You can equip the fireball by interacting with the customization machines downstairs. Anytime you unlock a new surge ability, cosmetic, or weapon tint, these machines will be marked to remind you there's something to go. You'll find several other arcade gang leaders that answer the call. You can prove yourself completing their challenges. They'll help Gilly defeat the virus. Once you've accepted the challenge, use the machine, start a new run. If you complete the challenge in-game, you can end your run at any time and return to complete it. Gang challenge must be completed in a single run. Failing to complete the challenge or leaving the run before it's finished will reset progress. Okay. Top run scores will be posted on the leaderboards, which you can find next to the counter, so you can grab the top spots. Browse the current cosmetic store offerings by talking to Gilly. This store has items on a time cycle. Is it going to cost real money? This is a $20 game. Good luck fighting the virus and saving Gilly's arcade. No pressure. Well, I do want to see the new cosmetics.
Suck upon, eh?
See what you got. Okay, so it's in-game currency. So scrolling isn't working. I don't know what to say here. I think, like... Let me turn on my controller. Yeah, arrow keys cycle through the items, but they don't let me... Okay. I'm glad to see controller support. It's a spotty thing with Epic Games titles. Again, this is early access. It dropped today. I'm also playing at a funky resolution. I'm certain that the game wasn't prepared to deal with 2560 by 1080 when it's a PlayStation 5 release title. So I'm not gonna grade it on that curve, you know? Fireball. Launch a fireball. Freeze glitch monster. Releases a glitch monster into the simulation for a short period of time. That sounds dope as hell, actually. Oh, okay. So that's just your general customization menu. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Then I can take on active challenges by talking to the different gang leaders. Let's talk to Edgy Boy.
Pacifa.
What did you just call me? Draven. Oh, and he's part of the coffin controller gang. That's awesome. Oh, I love his hoodie. What about you? Ziff. Part of the biker gang. Is there anybody chilling in the arcade? Robot! 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 I want to be a robot! I love them! Oh. Oh, hey.
Wub wub, Raidroba.
Wub wub. Highly restricted zone. Oh, yeah, and she's the bear pug soldier? Okay. Can I go out onto the street? Is there even anything out here? Like, cool, but like, yeah, this is all part of the intro of like me walking up to the arcade, but like, is there any point to me being out here? Does anyone hang out here? No. Okay. The musical, like, Doppler effect is kind of cool, though. I'm digging that a lot. Oh, shit.
Do shoe, man.
Skedaddle. Oh, can I help you, mate? Are you the PNX?
Oh.
Depends.
What dick on, Din?
Who's asking? My name's Plug.
Trying to go
Bit of a
up
goofy
to,
name, innit? I'm Skedaddle,
Zuckerpon, yeah?
leader of Super City's finest crew, ragtag misfits and ne'er-do-wells. That's some resume.
Anjit Rinahat Mule.
Damn right it is.
Okay, Washo.
I ain't safe for a kid in this arcade. Best be running home to your mum. If you're lucky, you might get a lolly.
Combo so little game.
I need
You
your
know
help.
I did Custer, Nico Chrono or it Moisey. Plus the Brax,
PNX headquarters beneath the Super City. No authority on it but our own. Brilliant place. Brilliant place. If you don't mind roughing it a bit, or a spot of rubbish here and there. And the giant roaches. Tough buggers. Put up a fight, they do.
What? Gilliam's son?
Geezer Gilly's your uncle. Aces, he's a good bloke. I'm firmly anti-British. Even I'll fix up one or two of the underground. He's trying to destroy his new game. Bunch of bloody capitalist wankers, innit?
You're street, you're seeing wreck.
Major threat. Reach difficulty 8 in 45 minutes. Oh shit, you can get, like, cosmetics, too. That's cool.
They had Geo's Quitish.
Oi. Oh, she's cool. She's got, like, a fishbowl. Oh, and she has another quest.
Hey. Oh, Mota Chrono Temper, yeah? Sentanicon. Active Altafen. Ero Rapples, see?
Flavor?
Dantu Suman. Shasharin Fina. Jal Friesina. New Anjan Vita de Karu the Deviona.
Oh, you can get her look. That's really cool, actually. Baby's first boss fight. Okay, so you can get, like, their challenges.
Skin from Octave Plug.
Power to the players. Start run, find players. So yeah, this is co-op as well. But I'm just gonna do a solo run, see what it gives me. So you can aim with melee weapons. That's important to remember. Alright, fine. Ooh, that's cool. I didn't expect that. Crates. that's so cool. Sorry, everything I look at is so pretty. I can aim. Kind of reminds me of, like this song specifically makes me think of Macintosh Plus's Sick and Panic. Master Blaster, that's what I want. And we'll swap out for the thing. And a better baseball bat. Ooh, it's an explosive assault rifle. Listen, we'll move on in a minute. I need to smash all the crates. It's important. Incinerator. Now, when you describe... Okay. All right. Hey, it's ram sticks. That's cool. These are like 8-track tapes. Interesting. Slicer. What is that? I want to see what this is. It's a shotgun that shoots saw blades. Listen, flamethrower was cool. I don't want it anymore. Relationship ended with flamethrower. Now saw blade shotgun is my new best friend. Why not? I might regret that, but we'll see. Man. How is it so far? I'm loving it. From the music to the aesthetic to the gunplay to the fact that I have a shotgun that shoots saw blades. Oh, it does not have the range. Yeah. I mean, it's a shotgun. Oh, did I not get the breach? No! Okay. Yep. Right, double jump is a thing that I have. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Knowing this level layout, there should be something inside these. Open it. BDE 9000? That took me a second. Overclocker's the lightning shotgun. I'm sorry, nothing will beat this. Okay. Let's make sure I pick everything up. Oh, there's a heavy attack with right click. That's cool, actually. I didn't know that. And I keep forgetting about the glass. I have to go up. I forgot. Stage 1 complete. So, like, yeah, I think I could recommend this. There's some polish. Like the fact that I can't scroll. Ooh! Level change. Alright, so now we're in the EDZ in Destiny 2. Or, Remnant Become Ashes. Whichever you prefer. Oh, this music. Gold chest. Alright. Fine. The game really wants me to take a magma cannon. Oh, it's another bloody shotgun. Is it better than my... No. Oh, riot shield. Motherfucker. Okay. He's an elite. This honestly kicks ass. Okay, there's some invisible walls. I think that's a... Moon shoes! Genie in a cartridge. man. Like, I'm not going to be able to shut up about this music. In fact... if I'm here asking for other graphical tweaks and whatnot, an FOV slider would actually be pretty nice. Now that I'm thinking about it. A smidgen of FOV. Strip. I'm also hoping this gets crossplay, considering it was shown off at the PlayStation State of Play. So I feel like most people would probably be familiar with this game as a PlayStation title. Ooh, yeah. I used my double jump, so I couldn't do it another. Tracker. Another baseball bat! It's stronger. Oh, that fire rate. That's juicy. Oh, did I not? Oh, there's nothing in it. I love that there's a headshot multiplier for a melee weapon. Controller pairing lost. Yeah, my controller turned off. This feels good. Whew. Alright, so we need the blue override key. Fuck your shield, idiot. Key inserted. Okay. This is a game I could easily lose a lot of time in. I need to remember that sprint is a toggle. I keep pressing it. The good doctor. So that's like a healing weapon. I think that's better in multiplayer. I would like some ammo. I don't think I have any new surge abilities. And I'm not going to raise the difficulty again. I'm not exactly sure how ammo for this weapon works. Did I just lock onto that guy? How did I do that? Quadra kill. Master Blaster, Professional, Aperture 3. Alright, we outie. I do like that the currency is arcade tickets. Of course they would be, right? Boss fight. Well, the game is not giving... I'm not getting a lot of good RNG on my weapon drops, which is not great. Like, yeah, there sure is low ammo for this weapon. I've bought ammo for it, and it... Ooh, what the fuck are these? Okay. I also hope this is entertaining to watch. I'm just, like, really enjoying the game now. Enter warp hole to start boss fight? Yeah, sure. Okay. I love him. Oh, oh, the music. So it just, the gun dies when it runs out of ammo. Gotcha. Oh! Well, that was risky. Love the music for this boss fight! I can't shut up about the music. I could definitely see this being a really good co-op experience. I just need to... I'm gonna start buying it for people. I feel like there's a few people on my friends list who would need some convincing to play a game on the Epic Games Store, which, you know what, fair, but also, come on. I'll play it when I can get it. I'll definitely buy you a copy. When's your birthday? Oh, you get a boss chest. Lots of loot. Minigun. The minigun is minimum use. Pixel popper. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that, actually. Mystic Isles. Oh, now we're in Risk of Rain. I want to see what this does. Oh, it's the Dig Dug gun. It's the inflation fetish gun. I hate it. How many more? I need to use my gauntlet one more time. God, this is... Oh, water physics. I'm not gonna be one of those people like, the water doesn't move when I step in it. Like, I don't care. It's a video game in a video game. I think Gilly had more shit on his mind than programming water physics. That's a one-guy project. Oh, I used my double jump. I do at least like that they've got creative shit like this, like the Dig Dug gun. Like, even though haha, funny inflation joke, like, that's actually really creative. That's like a Ratchet and Clank gun. Ooh. Ooh, this is cool. Where am I off to? Where am I running around to? This is how you do bug fixing in real video games. Is you shoot them with a gun. You go into VR, you get a gun, you shoot the bugs. Every glitch you see, you shoot it with a gun. Press button to continue. Ice chipper. Well, I just want to see what it does. Doppler. That's cool. Ooh, chest. The ice status effect is actually really cool. And then I'm... Oh yeah, they shatter if you melee them. That's awesome. I mean, I want my baseball bat. You can charge a heavy melee attack. That's juicy. Oh, big one. Oh. Oh, chest. Seek. Honestly, like, this was... I guess this was, like, the game I needed. I needed something this fresh and different. Just kind of reinvigorate me. Because I've been kind of... I don't know. I've been feeling kind of burned out by games lately. So it's just cool to have something. That doesn't make me feel burned out. It's really pretty. Really cool. I'm dying. The difficulty is really starting to show itself now, actually. Alright. Reload. I want a jetpack. What a... I'd like it if they dropped more health, but as I'm getting further in the levels, the difficulty's getting harder, so, you know. Alright, leave. We're done. Can I end my session now? Or I guess it just keeps going infinitely, because that's, you know, just kind of how... Now, I did take on 2 challenges. Are both active at the same time? Because I finished one. So then the other one should be Aftermath. End run. Okay. Confirm. Okay, so you can just end it whenever. Alright. I feel like that should be an option that shows up at that end results screen and not here. But, you know. Damn, I earned some tickets. Well, first things first.
Oh, want little monocaru, eh?
I want the mask. Fine, I want this mask. Thank you. It doesn't look like it shows the cosmetic on the weapon. Okay, so your outfit changes your body type, which is interesting. I guess I need to level a bit more to get those.
Yeah? Tomek, yeah, Luna. Nexo Chrono.
Pushing me to throw myself into Arcadegeddon again and again to make sure I accomplish all these tasks that you asked of me?
Skalachon Biryani is a bubble. Debrame Wanta. To Focal Chew a power in combo.
Since Juicy's mom let me pull a fresh set of chocolate chips out of the oven.
Whoa. Sound at Makapesh. Where straight gun tech.
So I get her look completely. That means I can get the robot look!
Ina FFs. Woo! Rosario kiddo. Denso.
The game looks hella fun. Damn right! The hair is massive. I've got a mask on anyway. What's the outfit? Okay, I dig the outfit a lot, actually. The puffy coat. But I'm gonna stick with this for now. Can I talk to you guys yet? Looking good, thank you. I'd like to accept your quest again.
Dum boom boom.
Reach difficulty 8 in 45 minutes. Destroy 75 crates, collect 15 hacks. Get 25 kills with the Fireball Gauntlet ability. I think I can do that.
They had Geo's Quitish. Arcade.
Quaitish. Who the fuck? Okay, no. I have to do these quests one at a time. I did not notice the Illuminati lady here. I'm digging the hair, though, and the mask. And the kind of iridescent outfit.
No. Oi.
This shows up at the shop, too, so I'm wondering if this is actually going to get fixed at some point. Before we push forward with more gameplay... Oh, I can invite people. Oh, and it opens up the Epic menu. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Before we continue, I have to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. I'm back. Remember to wash your hands. Ooh. Oh, I'm starting in the wasteland this time. In the daytime. So I can't waste time this time. I have to get to difficulty 4, or difficulty 8 in 45 minutes. So I gotta vault as quickly as possible through the level. Oh, thank God, that's cheaper. What is this? Rocket launcher! Hell yeah! Loving that. I like having a melee weapon on hand. Alright, let's move. Oh! Yeah. Hi, Molly. Yeah, this is Arcadegeddon. It's a roguelike co-op game with randomly generated loot and customizable characters and randomly generated levels. Alright, just gotta move, just gotta move. Oh shit, toxic sludge. Toxic sluts. That was me in high school. It hurts. Come on. There we go. Indiscriminator. I like the sound of that. The Long Winter. So it's a sniper rifle that does ice damage, I assume. Let's go with the the slicer's the saw blade shotgun. Hi, Blur. But we're gonna find out what the Indiscriminator does. Hey, everybody, okay. Everybody right now, go to the Epic Game Store and buy Arcadegeddon. It is $20 US. Ice chipper. Yeah, this is the ice SMG. Let's mess with that a bit. Let's make sure everything's reloaded. Initiate horde. All right. Straightforward objective. Frosty Fraggins. That's like a shotgun. So yeah, ice works like ice. You shoot somebody, they freeze. You can melee them and they break. But you also have special abilities like that. This is sick as hell. You know what? I'm gonna swap out the baseball bat for the ice shotgun. Do love a good looter shooter. That's the interesting thing, too. This is a roguelike looter shooter. So it's very similar to Gunfire and Risk of Rain, but like, I don't know. I think it's very similar to Gunfire, just fast Gunfire. We've got a shop. Alright. Any sexy guns? You know what? I'm going to swap out for the slicer. And melter is the SMG. Good. Okay. And oh, I don't have enough tokens. Damn. So my current goal is to just raise the difficulty as quickly as possible. Better ammo collection. Sounds good. I love how their, like, screen faces start crying when they get status effects. Like, look. Ooh, there's got to be a chest in this room. Fucking called it. Titan's Bane. Damage versus bosses. Hunter. Now, what is Hunter? So it's one of those tracker guns. Okay, but it's an assault rifle. Bit slow rate of fire. So the thing with the minigun is that it's a temporary use item. You can't refill the ammunition on it. And I like my indiscriminator. So I'm just gonna keep using it. And if you're wondering, well, Tim, why don't you replace your other guns? One of them is a shotgun that shoots saw blades. And this one's an auto-aiming assault rifle. So I'm good. Melee does cancel your reload animation. Melee at the moment is only bound to X, and I couldn't find keyboard rebinding controls. They might be in there, I just didn't see them. Quest. Is that the right one? Nope. Open the box. Perk. Alright. And we outie. First stage. Oh, Mystic Isles time. Sorry, it's tapping out. It should load back in a minute. There we go. I actually found that the Mystic Isles levels were pretty tricky overall. Just a sniper rifle. And what about this chest? Boomer. Okay, boomer. This does more damage? I'm loving the aesthetic of these weapons, but at the same time, this is just a rocket launcher shotgun. That's all I care about. Yeah. Oh. Everything about this game is just neuron activation. Alright, reload. Okay. How can you tell me that this is an arcade game built by a legendary games designer, and he didn't put something behind a waterfall? Cardinal sin. Absolutely unbelievable. At least there's a minecart level. Give me whatever's in that. How am I doing progress-wise? Need more kills with Gauntlet. Shocker. Overclocker. Cold Shoulder. It's a ice rocket launcher. Let's just refill ammo. Make sure everything's reloaded before I move into the next room. All right, difficulty increased. What's in here? I think it's the same gun I'm already using. It wouldn't let me pick up the same gun, I think. It'd be cool if it had like a hyperscape thing where I could combine them. Cool. All right. I'm gonna move that Coke bottle because I almost knocked it into my computer. Oh, it hit. Oh, are these slow-firing projectiles? Cool. All right. Cool. All right. Keep moving. So the rocket launcher had yellow ammunition, which means it's limited. So I'm learning. Boss fight ready. Find and destroy anomalies to activate. Well, we'll do that in the next level. Why not fuck up a boss? It went pretty well last time, although I didn't have a gun except for a shotgun. So I'm confident in my performance this time. Nerve center. All right. I feel like the music in this game is definitely something that I like, but if I tried to play it at a party, I would get really strange looks. You know what? I've got an empty slot right now. Let's just get a sniper rifle. I can't jump over it. Can I get up there? Oh. Woo! I just need to find the anomaly. Oh, that's cool. It'd be cool if they clicked, but that's asking for a lot. Oh, there's the anomaly. Oh, fuck! No scoped. Montage music. Reload faster. There we go. Alright, alright. Ex Machina, Hunter, already using that. None of them are particularly stronger. Let's just bump up difficulty. Not enough coins. Damn. Okay. Woo! That felt good. Exit's open. Just gotta get to it. Cool. All right. Oh man. This is so cool. I feel like there's like a generator or something keeping that shield running that I've got to disable. I'm kind of running in circles, literally, but like, maybe there's a teleport point? There's a jump pad? Can I just run up to it? No. Now, hang on. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to use my ability. We'll find out. I have to recharge it. I can't get up to those platforms. I'm not seeing a jump pad to do that. And it was a one-way drop. just need to... Oh, wrong weapon. Let's see if this does it. Aha! That's annoying. But that seems to be the solution. That cut into a lot of my time. So I might not be able to do this challenge this time, but we'll see. Just waiting for the shield to come back around with an opening. Did it regenerate? Fucker. Come on, reload, reload. There we go. There it is, fucking God. Alright, fine. Woo! Alright, speedrun this time. I don't need to break crates anymore. I'm still going to, because there's stuff in them. Oh yeah, I still haven't run into a boss fight enemy yet. No, that's fine. Getting the feel for this. I thought I got the eye hole. I did not. I missed twice. I always felt cool doing that in Halo, where, like, in Halo 1, the AI for the Jackals wasn't particularly, like, stellar. But one cool move you could do is if you had the pistol or really anything, like, you could just jump over them and shoot them as you jumped over. And it was just a free headshot, and it was great. Oh. That's all my money. But it's an upgrade. I'll find ammo. Oh, and health. That's not something I realized I needed either. Until now. Gotta find a pay-to-live station. So how's chat doing? How's everybody hanging out tonight? Friday night, chill vibes. Playing Destiny 2 earlier. Oh, nice. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Destiny 2 lately. I think a lot of people were scared off by the transmog stuff, and it still bugs me, but I feel like they've done more good than bad in Destiny 2 recently. I ain't here to judge. You know, games are fun. Play whatever you like. There we go. I used to be really big into Destiny 2. I think I just kind of... You play a game so much, you burn yourself out on it, and I think that's what ended up happening with me in Destiny. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to difficulty 8 in 45 minutes, but hey... Okay, now there's got to be a secret behind this waterfall. Fucking called it. No, sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Got somewhere to be. This is getting tight. That didn't even heal me. What was that horse shit? Been a fan since the alpha for the first... damn it. I'm closing the breach, though. Outie. I get why it's there, but I don't like missing out on story stuff because I wasn't playing during the season. Yeah. I feel like part of what burned me out was the seasonal system. And I get, like, people make the argument, like, it's cheaper than a 14 sub or a WoW sub or all that stuff. And, like, it is, but I don't like having the pressure, the time pressure to play a game within a time period. And I realize I say that hypocritically, playing games like Fortnite and other like battle royales and stuff, but like, I don't know, man. There was something that felt not great about Destiny's Battle Pass to me. I guess the way, like, it rubbed me the wrong way was because I was I bought the game. So I feel like I spent a lot of money on the title, when comparatively I probably didn't. Well, I really like my weapon setup currently. I'm gonna stick with it for now. Oh, there's a guy here! I do feel a little entitled when I complain like that. Like, well, I bought the game at release. But, like, cost-wise, it's like, I dropped $100 on the deluxe edition, and then I bought two, like, that came with the first season pass, then I dropped another 40 on the second season pass, and then another 40 on Shadowkeep, and 10 every 3 months. Like, for a player who's playing for free, buying the DLC and the season pass isn't as money intensive, but for someone, for folks like us, like who bought at launch, just, I don't know. First world problem, I guess. I think I saw a chest up there. Son of a bitch. Let's just keep moving. I choose to ignore the world. Speaking of Destiny 2, when I got to this level style earlier in the stream, I made the joke that this is the EDZ. Damn it. It makes sense, it gets more expensive each time. Is there anything fancy I can buy? Not really. Let's just keep moving. Speedrun. No more searching, exploring. I've got a good setup, got good gear. So we just need to get to the end of this level. Can't shoot through a chain link fence. Confirmed. getting very hectic now. Reload the gun faster. Fireball. Huh? Oh. Go in it. Fuck. Go in it! Go in the portal! There we go. God. Are you ready? Like, the EDC had more Vex stuff, it'd be a dead ringer. Yeah, that's right. Back to the Nerve Center. The Nerve Center, I've already talked about. Like, Nerve Center reminds me of a Splatoon level. All the floating stuff. That's class. I need a way up. Okay, there we go. I might actually be able to do it this one run. If I can beat this level in 4 minutes. I just can't stop and kill anything. Glitch siphons. Easy, easy, easy. Hey! I got to difficulty 8 in 45 minutes! Just! So I need 2 more hacks. 25 kills the Fireball Gauntlet ability. I just need 1 more Fireball Gauntlet kill. I do want to finish all the bonus objectives before I end the run. But I can end the run at any time. Attack! Why don't I see if I can't get that cheeky boss fight? Sure you can. Like, sure you can. That's cute. No. That. I should save that. I just need one more hack. Which I guess just means find a crate. I can't afford it. Arg. Hey! Hack the planet. Challenge done. End run. I want to see what other challenges there are. Back to Gillies.
Dobra, mate. Want that?
How'd you do in the game then?
Boom.
Did you tear it up for us like you promised, mate? Can't believe it. Had a blast doing it. That's a bloody PNX attitude. You're well on your way to cracking open cockroach shells in the underground, innit? I hope not. The gratuitous, cold-hearted PNX will help you and save your uncle's arcade. One more thing. Take this. Hey. I unlocked Medic Pod. Oh, I could really use that. The PNX head, the PNX hair, and the PNX body. Alright. Let's see about the gauntlet. Actually, no. I like having Fireball on Q. Can I not, like... Can I not swap them? There we go. There we go. Okay, so you can look at each of the different weapons. So there's Milligrade, which is like standard military weapons, very chunky. nanotech, which is the stuff I've been using a lot of. Oh, it's little moving eyeballs. Doesn't this nanotech sniper rifle doesn't have having smart rounds, but is capable of punching through multiple targets. Is that on purpose? Paint your targets and let loose, knowing your shots will always find their way home. I'm loving this aesthetic on the guns with the polygonal, kind of shiny vibe. Slicer. A payload of nanobots that form into miniature blades. Tracker pistol, and the vaporizer rocket launcher. Surge weapons. SIFA weapons. Electrical shotgun that outputs high damage in a large cone, stunning power to boot. Electrified sniper rifle. And the shocker is a grenade launcher. Okay. Ooh, that's actually what it looks like up close. That's pretty dope. The magma cannon, the melter, and the thermal devastator. Ex Machina and Master Blaster. Master Blaster is a lot of fun to use, actually. It's explosive assault rifle. Frosty Fraggins. Ice Chipper. Cold Shoulder. Long Winter. And then Unique. Yeah, the saw blade gun. Burst damage energy. Sure. Is a high-powered laser with no recoil and perfect accuracy. So it's a Spartan laser. Okay. Flamethrower. If one rocket is okay and two is alright, can you imagine shooting 12? The Indiscriminator fires out a barrage of rockets that will tear through enemies, blasting them apart. And I love it. Light gun, surprisingly decent. Minigun. Particle smasher. Oh, okay, that's what the X's are. Hurling out supercharged plasma shots to do extreme amounts of damage, melting most enemies instantly. Fires a cable that overloads the target with corrupted simulation data, causing them to explode and dealing damage to others nearby. It's an inflation gun. Oh, small amounts of damage to foes and healing to teammates. Okay. So it's like it's a meta gun. That's pretty sweet. I like how the hair goes over the mask. Doesn't really clip as much as the other hair. Let's see the outfit here. I said, let's see the outfit here. Okay. Ooh, it's got a big skull in the back. Alright, let's see what this challenge is. This isn't a religion, is it? It feels like a religion.
What?
Enyon.
Shade can kind of on surge now.
I'm the one known as Enyon. It is obvious that you need DRK's help. Dark Knights? Yes.
Jeez, pasa atabe na abentek. Futa de sag dalien.
So you know that the Arcadegeddon has been infiltrated by a virus.
Chaupe tandori power, maculas vita.
Give it time. Someday we'll be playing games that are even better than arcade games at home. There's wild. There's no way but wild.
Tatsusine.
For you see.
Mono incinto brada.
You needn't feel bad for failing to notice. Your purely organic perception of the world around you is unlike that of an ant, whereas I am a soaring eagle. You're like a cyborg?
Chuga fun, eh?
Derivative outlook.
Your street. Your synth dreck.
Orphaned inside of a big box electronics store, I was offered a unique opportunity to be raised by computers. I learned to speak their digital language.
Minasa.
My uncle's a robot arm.
Red Yasuma.
For a price. Show us the true potential of your uncle's game. We can discuss further. So I can get his outfit. Open 5 pink chests. 50 long distance kills. 20 kills with the weapon while sliding. Clear 3 stages. Okay. Seems pretty straightforward. We are identical. You and I are the same. I want to go. I want to talk to the Tanuki gang. When do they show up?
Yes.
Also, what was that gauntlet ability that I can unlock? Oh, freeze blast. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. All right, no time limit this time. I do want to keep an eye out for some chests. That's a portal. Loving how stylish everything looks. Yeah, this aesthetic won me over immediately. That's why it was an instant buy. Woo! I like the baseball bat quite a bit. I'd like to see other melee weapons too, because there's because of the saw blade gun, there's like not mechanics, but like physical results for cutting enemies in half. And so having like a sword of some kind would be pretty cool, just to see the effects of it. Oh, I don't have enough money. I do not. I also do appreciate that with how stylized the game is, the writing's just legible. They could have done some funky font stuff, and I'm glad they didn't. Where's this take me? I mean, there's nothing down here. Style is nice, but accessibility is important. You are absolutely correct. That's such a nice touch. If you freeze a jetpacking enemy out of the sky, when they hit the ground, they just fucking shatter. I'm supposed to get 50 long-range kills, so I should get on that. Ooh, secrets. Upgrade a baseball bat. And an ice shotgun. So I have a sniper rifle and a shotgun and a baseball bat. So my range is either kissing me or miles away. Will a frozen enemy melt or just thaw when hit with fire? That's a good question. Alright, that's a pink chest. Burn! I cast fuck you. Oh, fuck. Oh, very interesting. That's actually kind of tricky, kind of fun. Gotta watch out for the laser beams. Oh, okay. That's actually really nice. So I think, okay, let's try this out. He's frozen. Okay, it just dies. Because I think the laser does do fire damage. That'd be an interesting interaction, though. I mean, this is early access, so maybe that is a thing they could implement in the future. Alright, EDZ time. I've got to get rid of the shotgun as soon as possible. I like the long winter, but... having shattered enemies, having enemies shatter as they fall is pretty impressive. Yeah. There is a good amount of polish on this. That went over his shoulder. Unbelievable. Well, I'm going to replace that and replace that. Can I actually... Yeah. Honestly, seeing them... it kind of reminds me of, like when adventure games have characters with jetpacks. Like in Force Unleashed. If you kill somebody wearing a jetpack and they just kind of fly off in ragdoll with the jetpack going. That felt so good. This combat is genuinely satisfying. It looks and plays satisfyingly. Yeah. I'm just gushing about this game. They didn't pay me. I'd like it if they did. Iltonic, get in touch. I will do nothing but stream Arcadegeddon. Or at least, like, send me a shirt. I'll take a dev shirt in exchange for streaming this game more. And a copy of the soundtrack on vinyl. Just kidding, I'm not a sellout. Unless you pay me enough. So I got an update to voice mod this morning that informs me that there is now a Twitch plugin where you can pay bits to change my voice filter. I haven't implemented it yet. I think it takes a little bit of configuration, but it looks like it could be pretty fun. I'm wondering if there's a time limit or if, like, something like that. I like how the shop just kind of shows up. It's like an arcade prize table. It's an upgrade, isn't it? In it, bruv. Oh yeah, what am I looking at for 31 out of 50? I haven't killed anyone while sliding. Thank you for the stay hydrated. And the stretch. I should have done this while I was in the store. I'm out of my chair. I'm like squatting while playing right now. This is the ultimate strategy. You see, Ivan. If you do not sit in chair, you do not develop back injury. Okay. Aim God. Aim God. I appreciate that you actually have a lot of control while sliding. It's not like Warframe trying to shoot while sliding in that. Gold chest. No, open it. Oh, and there's a minigun. Crit Master? I love this game's aesthetic. And I've talked about this. Like, everything about this game oozes style. I'm always going to be a sucker for stylized games like this. Secrets. Unlocked. I like your gushing. Wink. No, I'm just genuinely excited. This is a game I'd not heard anything about, and then I just opened Epic Games one day and was like, hey, here's a cool new game that just got announced. Like, alright. Then it turns out it was announced yesterday at PS4's, PS5's Play the Game, whatever. The Sony thing. So it's got that Sony money behind it. There's another PlayStation 5 game, like similar, not similar to this in gameplay at all. It was a completely different game, but like it was a game that was released on PlayStation Plus on PS5, and it was like this Demolition Derby game. And it looked really fun, but it required a PS5. So I just missed out on it completely. I'm hoping that gets PC release soon. Attack her. All 10 PS5 owners in a lobby. I'm not forcing the slide kills. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, that's just a dead end. I will say, like, there are some areas in the map with some pretty heavy invisible walls. And I normally that would be like a point that I would mention a lot harsher, but like, I don't know, I don't think it matters here. It's not like some of the game has bits of exploration, but it's not as critical as other games where that bugs me. Like, the invisible walls in Borderlands really bugged me a lot in navigation. Huh. A secret. You gotta really hold it down to open. Reload, reload, reload. Four more slide kills. Oh, there's a knockback while sliding. That's actually kind of cool. One more. Dark slide. Whoa, wow. No, well, between the special weapons, I'm gonna stick with the rocket launcher for now. I think we're good on ammo, but just want to be safe. I feel like a jerk thing to do if you were playing in a 4-player lobby is just to not buy anything from the shop and just keep using all of your money on difficulty ramp-ups. like, nah, trust me, dude. Like, it's understandable to do that in a group if you want a challenge, but if you're just joining randoms and all you do is just keep increasing difficulty every shop, I feel like people get mad at you very quickly. Secrets! Secrets! I'm in the secret zone! There's nothing back here. This is a chill jam. A lot of this music has been pretty damn high octane, but this one's just a vibe. Need you to stand perfectly still. Thank you. Okay, so the game's very generous about long range, which is good. So that's those challenges done. I just need to get lucky with chests. He really did just go get down Mr. President, huh? So that's the keyhole. Show hole. I swear to God, the voice just said beetroot. You want fucking beetroot? Maybe I just haven't been keeping an eye out, but I haven't noticed boss fight enemies in any major frequency. Ingredients. Thank you, Blur.
Tell me again about those this time.
Beauty. Just one more pink chest. Whore. So I guess really, like, the only major annoying thing is that you would have to do each of the quests one by one instead of just accepting them all and, like, having each objective kind of activate over time. But at the same time, like, if it did that, that would be... Like, having a specific run dedicated to a specific objective makes more sense. I just want to change things up a bit. Oh, let me just move that. Come on. There we go. God, that explosion's loud. Okay, he's probably saying war, but it does sound like whore. Tapped him on the foot. Oh, I accidentally switched to the rocket launcher. Alright, commit. Where is this? Oh, there's a blue chest. Be gone, bot. Check one more level. Shouldn't be too much longer to get this last chest. Oh, Mystic Isle's in the daytime. It's gorgeous. The way this game plays makes me think Going Under, but a shooter. I've not heard of Going Under. I should look into that. There we go. And run. That's all challenges completed. It's a pretty good game. Also a roguelike, but each dungeon does have an end with a boss to beat. Okay.
Yamase.
My defense, Arcadegeddon isn't your typical.
I'd mark Doxy Puva junkman ship.
I allocated my neural capacity to various pursuits in the interest of multitask learning. So, like, playing a game while listening to a podcast at the same time?
Chuga fun, eh?
Not in the slightest.
Samosa
As a genius in the realm of gaming myself, it is with humility that I concede. Arcadegeddon is entirely new beast, an unparalleled example of the minutia and nuance of intelligent game design.
Red Gear Soma.
It has potential.
Potentially?
Good enough for me. There is no next, unless DRK has been working tirelessly, combing the catalogs of every arcade across Super City and beyond in the name of research. Once I've amassed all available data, we will use our finding.
You just subscribed!
Holy shit!
Good evening, gamer.
Wow. 3 months subscription from Gabe. Appreciated. Super cool. You got the silver badge. Players of the future will bow to a singular gaming deity, the omniscient hand of DRK. Whoa. Whoa indeed. On DRK's behalf, we will continue to play Arcadegeddon and conduct our numerous research runs. In return, I reward you handsomely with cosmetic superficialities, and of course our allegiance. Cool, I did it. The hamster wheel awaits. Who knew playing video games could be a job?
Yeah?
Speak with Gilly and let him know that you have the support of the NT8, PNX, and DRK. I will in a moment. I'm not a fan of the hair. But I do like the body. Let's walk around with that on for a bit. What's up, Gilly?
Zipper Carefade. Ton Shell, Clanifam, Nick Math Agon.
You've done a great job recruiting these gangs.
Katsusine. Mano in Sintro, brada. Right here, Soma.
Second biggest. You can guess the first. I can't. So what's next?
Dobrame, what?
There is no next. Who the fuck? Marge Simpson?
Two hands in feet of them.
This has been entertaining to the corporate shill with this influencer hair. Fuck off. Nothing personal, just business. Who is that?
Olbeck Fiend,
Mod suits. Bottom feeding amoeba that serves the interest of the board. Steal your games. You're caught in a boot loop, old man. It's time to pony up. He's not selling this arcade or Arcadegeddon wit to you. Why would he trust his life's work with after you've sabotaged his best game? Sign over Gillies and all related intellectual property to FFC. These are the terms, non-negotiable. I stuffed guys like the shill into lockers for breakfast. I don't think we've been observing you, Plug. The lengths you're willing to go to for your uncle could be a valuable asset to the board. Top middle management? Are you offering me a job? No fucking way. If the FFC wants Gillies, they're in for a fight. Well, in that case, execute Tombot override. It's a suitcase on his wrist. Your rust-ruined friend belongs to us now.
Oi!
No!
Chewy fun pony me, oh?
Vulnerability in my code. It was Tombot. What's happening to Arcadegeddon?
Motor Chrono Temper, yeah? Santana call.
We can't let them get away with this. No one can stop the FFC. Have fun playing our game. Oh no. Oh, the goth gang opened up.
Yes.
Oh, maybe, but I want to see what else is going on here. I mean, I got Ice Blast now. Sends out a blast of super cooled surge energy, freezing enemies in front of you. I like Fireball. Black Hole could be good. So could Glitch Monster, but for now I like what I got. Robots. Oh, they're so gay and so cute. Don't even speak because the energy you're putting off right now is Maximo Intenso, if you catch our drift. Actually, I have no idea if that's a compliment or not. My name's Chuck? No. Nancy? No. Ricardo? Uh-huh. Sandra? What? Star Kid? It's Plug. Derek? My name's Plug. Penelope? Plug. Yes. Noise. Stoked to make your acquaintance, Plug. I'm Gig, and this is my sibling. And best friend, Tara. We're just a bunch of peace-loving circuit breakers. Peace-loving? No offense, but you look a lot like Chrome cronies in the Arcadegeddon trying to take my head off. Relic of a past life, my dude. We used to be battle bots. To be honest with you, it was a real bummer. They remind me of this vegan lesbian couple I know. Chill vibes and putting positivity into the world is more our scene now. In fact, you're stuck in a jam. Just let us know, because nothing's more fulfilling than helping out a stranger. There's actually a little hiccup with our programming when they're confronted by the prospect of participating in combat. I'm talking about inside Arcadegeddon. You play games, don't you? But we like to know that a game is and all. And before we fully dive in, this is Uncle Gilly's latest and greatest. There's way more to it than that. Fighting isn't really our thing, but if you could show us the Arcadegeddon has some other rad things to offer, we'd totally be down to destroy. Back you up. Consider it done. Yes, 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 yes. I just have to heal people for the robot head. Use Freeze Blast on 100 enemies. Well, I have to both get surge ability kills and use Freeze Blast. I assume Freeze Blast does damage. I also want to heal people. I have a ton of
Gilly Yumson?
This is all just skins right now for weapons. Again, there's no scroll, but I think this is a resolution thing. I don't know. But yeah, Gilly is cute. He's got a bear energy that I really like. Then Goth Kid and the biker gang are available to talk to now as well. Oh, and so is Space Lady out here. That's really cool. Oh, he's just here. He's just hanging out. I hate him. I hate his stupid face.
Whoa, Zelda.
Whoa. Oh, and I can talk to the military girl too. Okay, cool. All right, let's see if I can't find players. A lot of friends and shill. It's like a house party. There's one dude who's there who you would rather not be there, but because of 7 degrees, he was invited by somebody else. And he's kind of ruining it. I just really like the red, like, kind of Game Boy gauntlet it's got going on. It's kind of a shame that you can't customize the gauntlet separate from your outfit, but I think some of them would clip otherwise. I actually don't know if I trust this guy. Mostly just because, like, why would a grown-ass man be hanging out in an arcade? I don't know what the age implication is on all the characters here. Cannot wait to be you. I'll have to heal people, but I can do that. It was also interesting seeing how quickly my levels went up. Like, I'm level 17. I started playing 3 hours ago. I don't know how much impact leveling has. I assume some customization stuff. No, I know. I've been missing arcades too. I feel like though a lot of the arcades I end up going to have a license, like a liquor license. I mean, it looks like Gillies does. I mean, this is clearly alcohol or water. That's a glass of water, but and he apparently does pizza. God, I want arcades. Me too. So I entered matchmaking. I'm hoping to see some players. Oh yeah, that's the electric sniper rifle. And the electric grenade launcher. No. I do have a theory. Does healing myself count as healing allies? Like if I let myself take damage, and then heal it. I mean, I need to generate enough to use the surge ability. Oh, hey, great. Alright, let's just keep moving. There doesn't seem to be self-harm when you do explosives, which is good. Alright, I have healing up. So I'm gonna let them shoot me a bunch. Come on, a bit more. Yes. It counts. Oh man, this is actually a tricky thing to navigate. Because I don't have I have to get surge ability kills as well as healing and freeze blast. So I basically need to find the healing gun, the good doctor, and have like fireball and frost, or otherwise just hope, because freeze blast doesn't seem to do damage. That's interesting. Let's back out for a sec. Yeah, uncompleted challenges don't do anything. Yeah. I might hold off on that challenge for now, as much as I want the robot head. Healing 500 health. I feel like that's something I would want to do in a more organized group than just praying for randoms to show up. And like, I waited 3 minutes in matchmaking and no one came. So, you know.
Mine's a chuff. Handed leggy. Dodge some.
I'll see what other challenges people got. In the meantime, I'm going to go to the bathroom. So 1 moment. I'm back. Let's see what the biker wants. I do kind of want the beard.
Not too so, man.
You lost? The pharmacy's just down the street. You must actually wandered into Gilly's Arcade.
Laatste braaks omnacht. Finne op naar.
Oh, that's not... Don't carry.
Pablo mano caro, eh?
Standing in the presence of the 666. Am I?
Ish.
Ziff.
Man.
Or do I look old enough to forget that too? And who the fuck do you think you are? Oh, I got a fart sound. I'm Plug. I'm here to save Uncle Gilly's Arcade. Yep. I like Ruckus, kid. These new games, all their bells and whistles and virtual trans microfoca whatever ain't our speed. I haven't tried anything new since 75, and that's the way I damn well like it.
Extra bubble con bizorg in the scene.
Smashing empty bottles against white-collar office buildings at 3 a.m. I want to do that. Is the beard the part of the outfit? Reach difficulty 15 in 30 minutes? The orbital strike gauntlet ability. I don't even have that. God damn. Okay. Orbital strike gauntlet ability. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. The name describes it. All right. What about vampires?
Invoca, brothers, de Chugamano.
What?
Daiha Geos Questish, Arcadegeddon Terra Sabatang Power.
Funko sucks. Need to say more?
Yes, man.
And below my pay grade in interest. Which astral plane are we on?
Okay.
Everyone's so dirty and flabby and whatever you are. I'm a kid, like you.
Dunabi Octo Nakanbo, Scalatron A.
My corporeal form is what we in the supernatural seance biz know as a rental for this hovel you call a planet. Do you realize how many other dimensions there are with problems far greater than this? Your species. Your species is one redeeming quality, and it's manifested in a mystery meat dipped in fried cornmeal and wrapped around a skewer. Do you mean corn dogs? Somebody get this guy some weed. Of course I mean corn dogs. Corn dogs Gilly's pretty good, huh? This culinary wizardry is by far the most enticing thing your planet has to offer. What if I told you the Fun Funko destroys Arcadegeddon and it takes Gilly's Arcade and his corn dogs with it? However, in this scenario, I will recreate Gilly's corn dogs myself. The recipe's a secret. There are no secrets. What kind of oil does he use? Prove to the Reapers why you need our help, then we'll discuss. Alright, what do I have to do for them? 100 enemies in 10 minutes. PvP battle modes, which requires me to play with other players. 150 kills with shotguns. Defeat 3 bosses. And then I can get Orbital Strike. This one's the easiest one by far, but at the same time, just like these guys, I basically need to be playing with other people, and I need to kind of coordinate it, which I can't do at the moment. Not to say they'll never do it, because I'd love to play this with some other folks, but, you know. What's Space Girl up to?
Hey.
Got some serious moves.
Brambles, eh?
Moving's the only thing I take seriously. The Callisto Beat Collective across the galaxy. Elated to make your acquaintance. Plug, nice to meet you. Aside from the FFC infiltrating my uncle's arcade and shaking him down for his legacy, I guess not much of a dancer. Never learned the basics.
Oh, ran dang boom boom.
I like space. Yeah.
Yo.
This is literally just Janelle Monáe. Hell yeah.
Cześć, Oleszek teraz. Bezordes, no to chrono temper, ja? Sentana. Samo nazywam si to. Afro games and show. Plastic racks.
Pineapples and ants. You can eat pork without it, but it certainly won't taste as good.
Yeah.
Truth. It has never occurred to me to think of someone dancing as pineapple. In fact, I'm not sure anyone has.
Pelutimo? Ha! Giorgio Chope, Karen Super City. Chando Piazza. Boom. Emboquebradas de Chulamano.
I'm recruiting players for Gilly's game. The more players we have, the more.
Yeah,
it was the vibe that drew us in. Got the moves in the game. Okay. Let's see what this challenge is. 100 data demons. Don't know what those are. Destroy 30 glitches. Get stage MVP 5 times. Get 50 kills with the nano shotgun. Okay, again, like specific stuff that I'm not sure if I can do those on stream right now. That just leaves the military lesbian. Just leaves tank girl. Ruck. I'm looking for the war dogs? Oh, it's a dog. Okay.
Wampa combo brought us spinning up.
Look, bub. I'm gonna need to see some credentials.
Hi, yeah. Natasha.
Is that any way to address a decorated officer? Looking for some combat help. Yes, but fighting a deadly digital virus.
Chrono, Tempa, Samosa, Jenny's Braxish, Shiba Tabakop on Rapid Masaman Jumpsy. Ooh, a Buckfin
I'm 5-star first class Generalissimo Tabitha Montgomery Ruck. Everyone just calls me Ruck. Except for these complete tragedies behind me. They call me whatever I ordered them to.
So, Hida, FFC Robo Drone, Sabo Tank, oh, Rang Dang Boom Boom,
Rang Dang Boom Boom.
Jeez. Pasana Tabe. Shajarim Pina, extra. Sufoco Chew it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, what's the challenge? Kill 150 enemies with fire electricity. Kill 300 enemies. Difficulty 15 in 45 minutes. Land 500 critical hits. I think out of all of them, that's the most plausible.
Woo! Roganja Karan Naosu.
So... Huh. Reaching difficulty 15 in 45 minutes is a bit of a challenge. I've barely reached difficulty 8 in 45 minutes. But, like, this game is really fun. I feel like the only major limitations is just game lobbies, I guess, right now. It could benefit greatly from crossplay, but it's also early access and not a ton of people know about this game. I'm hoping to get the word out because it's fun and good and $20. I'm definitely convinced to get it. Aw, I'm a good salesman. I just really love the aesthetic of this place. And I'm wondering how the story's going to evolve from here. But I also feel like 3 hours in, I think, is a good point to end the stream. I know I just got back from a BRB, and I'm like, well, I think I'm done. I mean, I kind of have to cut it short because I've got work tomorrow, unfortunately. But I will be trying to play a bit more games tomorrow night. Because I'm off this Sunday. I mean, I'm doing stuff in the morning, but I don't have to, like, be anywhere, you know? I don't have to work. But, yeah. I think that's enough Arcadegeddon for one day. I think it's a pretty cool game. Lot of fun. First impressions were really good. Definitely early access. It could use a bit of spit polish here and there. Really excited to see where it goes from here. Super excited to see if they do more weapon types, and definitely want to see more cosmetics. Yeah, I don't know. Good game. Really like it. Thanks to everybody who came by, hanging out, joining me in chat and all that. Chat and all that. I'm gonna have a good night. You're all wonderful. I love you all. And thank you again for resubbing and all that stuff. But yeah. Good night.